external influences, okay? So somebody is definitely bringing toxicity to your life, because I clarified that with the Seven of Cups. So when I see the Seven of Cups in reverse there with the Devil, it's telling me that you or the person you're dealing with may be overindulging in alcohol and drugs. That's not for all of you, of course. If it's not that, then somebody has way too many options going on. Too many love options, too many emotional connections. They're not just seeing one person, and that's why it's bringing an imbalance to your life, or was. But that is what your external influences. So that's what somebody's bringing to you, okay? Now, in your hopes and fears, we have the Lover's card with the Four of Swords. I clarified it with the Four of Swords in reverse. So I believe that you're hoping that this connection comes to fruition. There's somebody that you want a connection with, and you want them to come out of a period of sleep, of maybe they weren't communicating with you or talking to you, and you want that to be done. You're afraid that this connection is going to go somewhere. You're afraid that they're just going to ignore you, or you're going to, not going to be able to communicate and get this connection off the ground. That's for others of you, okay? Now, in your final outcome, we pulled the Page of Wands. So maybe some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who's just not coming through for you at all, okay? It is your final outcome. It is in reverse, so you may not be getting messages. The Four of Swords there is in reverse too. So for a select few of you dealing with fire signs, I really feel like the breakup that you might have went through with them, it might be final, okay? Because we pulled the Judgment in reverse, so you're not giving somebody a second chance, and the Ace of Wands came out over top of that in reverse. So for some of you, there's going to be no new beginning here with a fire sign. For others of you, you have broken up with somebody, or they've broken up with you, and you're getting into a relationship with somebody else who may be toxic and overindulging in drugs and alcohol. And for others of you, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to give you all the scenarios here, guys. I don't want to stick to one thing because I see so much and I'm reading for so many people. I like to kind of get it all out on the table. And for others of you, I see you sneaking away, or the person you're dealing with sneaking away, having more than one person, and it kind of coming to light. Some of you too, there is a connection from your past coming back. And it's a very, very strong connection, okay, guys? It could be a soulmate, karmic connection. There is a new beginning there. All right, so, I mean, I haven't had a reading like this yet where there's been so many scenarios. I apologize, guys. But what comes through is what comes through. Some people needed to hear this, okay? Now, I pulled oracle cards for you. We have Love Yourself First. So for those of you, it says here, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. For those of you who are going through a breakup, you really need to focus on your self-love and your self-esteem, okay? Because the Devil card's there twice, I do feel like you were treated unfairly in a past relationship, and there might have been a lot of secrets and sneaky cheating behavior going on. Some of you may not have been aware of it. Others of you might have been aware of it, but it has left you a bit damaged and depressed, kind of. I'm getting a little bit of a depression vibe here. So you need to focus on you. Focus on self-love. And then I see retreat. It's time for you to disconnect from the world. So those of you who don't have a connection with somebody right now and are going through that breakup, go spend some time with yourself. Meditate, get out in nature, do what you can to bring yourself emotional stability and emotional fulfillment. Okay, for others of you who are just getting into something with the soulmate connection here and having a new beginning, you guys are really going to just be by yourselves for a little bit and kind of just get to know each other, or get to know each other again if it's somebody from the past. And then finances and career. So some of you may need to just deal with your work life and forget about what's going on emotionally, forget about the breakup. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So there may not have been an equal give and take when it came to the connection that you had, especially when it comes to finances. Now, I pulled energy oracle cards as well, and we have Angel of Strength. So some of you may have been dealing with a Leo specifically, and that I see completely ended. I don't really see that going anywhere right now, but I do see that you might have had a really serious connection with them, but there wasn't an equal give and take. And that's for the select few of you dealing with the fire sign, a Leo specifically. Now we have storm warning, walking away, and broken heart. So some of you definitely ended a commitment or connection, or others, walked away from you. And it broke your heart, guys. But I could tell that the relationship was, like, look at this card. It was rocky. You had a rocky relationship with somebody. I really feel like things were hidden, and either the person you were dealing with or you didn't know the whole situation about the other person. I really feel like there were a lot of things hidden under the surface there. And others of you had to walk away to begin this new connection with somebody else. Now, I also pulled fairy oracle cards. So what do the fairies have to say, guys? Cancers, follow your dreams, Cancer. Be honest with yourself and sexuality. So some of you, like I said, left somebody to get right into something else. And right now, that relationship may be based on sex alone. And for others of you, you need to come to terms with the truth about the person you are dealing with. You may want a new beginning with this person so bad, but you need to come to terms with maybe this person isn't meant for you. All right? And others of you, that past person coming back, I do see an abundance of emotions happening there. With those of you dealing with somebody from your past. But be careful of overindulgence, you guys. You may not know it yet, or maybe you do, but somebody is definitely overindulging and maybe bringing an unbalance to your life. Okay, Cancerians, there's your mid-January reading. And it's funny when I realize it's hard for me to speak. I keep stuttering. I feel almost anxious. These energies are coming through because some of you are feeling this way. I feel like some of you are having a hard time even speaking, because I've been kind of tripping over my words this whole reading, which tells me there's some Cancerians out there that are having a really tough time right now, especially those who are going through a breakup and want a new beginning with somebody but aren't receiving that at this time. Others of you are just nervous because of this new beginning you have with somebody, this new connection. So I'm heavily getting that energy right now, so I apologize for tripping over my words a little bit in this video, but let me know if this resonated with you guys, okay? And we'll see how this all plays out in a couple weeks. All right, my lovely Cancerians. Namaste.